Let's just rip the band-aid right off the fucking skin, alright? Right off your goddamn arm, your ass, wherever the fuck you gotta scrape, let's just rip off the goddamn band-aid, alright? Daft Punk, today, I think today at least, split up. They broke up. No more Daft Punk. Yeah. It sucks ass. I'm not gonna lie. I can't sit here though and say that I was the biggest fan of Daft Punk, you know, so like when I heard the news and I saw like the posts that people were making about Daft Punk, I wasn't completely sad. I was, you know, disappointed. I was like, oh shit, that kind of sucks. I didn't really realize, like, you know, that they were sticking together for 3 fucking decades. 3 decades! That's like 30 years, bro. 30 fucking years they've been making music together. Kind of fucking crazy, not gonna lie, but you know, not everything can last, unfortunately, so they broke up, alright? And again, I can't say I was sad until I watched their video, alright? I was looking up info, I literally googled Daft Punk and their video called Epilogue showed up as the first result, so I decided to watch it. It was 7 minutes long, and my god, that was the most depressing 7 minutes of my entire existence, alright? Like, I won't lie, alright? The first minute or so, I got annoyed. Alright, I got annoyed. I was like, what the hell is this? Like, it seemed to a point where it was obvious that the golden robot was, you know, walking away, but the silver robot was staying back. And it seemed like the silver robot that was staying back was like wobbling. He was just wobbling in place to kind of like simulate that he was walking. And I got so annoyed by that because they got in that scene, they stayed in that scene for a while, and I was like, that's so fucking annoying. Like, why don't you just fucking stop moving? Because like eventually he was gonna stop moving. He was gonna stand in place because that's usually what happens. You know, like you start slowing down, the other person doesn't notice, and then all of a sudden you stop. But for a while there, he just kept seemingly wobble in fucking place, and that just fucking bothered me. I was like, can you, for the love of Christ, just stop? We know you're gonna fucking stop. But then they started switching scenes and shit like that, and then finally he did stop, and oh my god, that's when things started to actually get really good. Alright, like if I judged the video from just the first minute, I would have said like it was a pretty terrible video. But the minutes, like that minute plus the rest, so like all 7 minutes overall, I think it was a very fantastic film, even if you want to call it that. I think it's a fantastic film. I mean, can it be considered a film? I don't know. But basically, after the minute-long walk, he stops, and then the golden robot notices, oh wait, my friend has stopped walking. What is wrong? And he goes back, and by the way, they don't say fucking shit. There is audio in here, right? There is like sounds from like the ambiance of like the desert, right? But they don't fucking speak. I think that's their whole gig, is like their whole like shtick, is that they don't fucking talk. So he walks up to the silver robot and they just look at each other for a good while, and I thought that was really good. You know, like not everything requires talking, you know, like it doesn't need to be good for there to be speech, if that's the way I wanted to say it. But anyways, it was still good regardless of they were actually talking or not talking. And especially, I gotta make this abundantly clear that like they were really like good. Like whoever like directed this, they did a fantastic job, in my opinion, in capturing the emotions in this, especially when it comes to like masked people. Like they have no emotions, right? Like you can't see the facial expressions, right? Like you could say nothing, but yet convey so much with facial expressions, yet there is nothing. And so they couldn't rely on the facial expressions, so they had to rely on the movements of the head and the body. And I think they did a really fantastic job, especially where they're just like looking at each other for a while, because like the golden robot knew something was wrong, and then you know the silver robot had his head down a little bit, and then he looked directly into the dome of the golden robot, and then like he took off his jacket. I was like, ah shit, here we go, boys, here we fucking go. And then finally, you know, he turns around, and then you know, after taking off the jacket, like he doesn't even hand the fucking jacket to the golden robot. What he actually does is he takes off the jacket and just lets it drop on the floor. You can hear the thud, and my god, the thud was so heartbreaking. I was like, ooh, that stings. That fucking stings. And then he turns around, and then you notice there's like a little button, like a little like flip of a switch kind of deal, right? And you're like, oh no, we all know what that is. We all fucking know what that is. And so the golden robot looks at the button, stares at it for a couple of seconds, you know, just like, I think he was like contemplating whether or not to actually go with it, you know, go through it, and then finally he flips open the thing, and then he activates it, and then you hear the beeping, right? You hear the fucking beeping going off. He has like a fucking minute before he explodes, right? Like, well, yeah, you can assume that he's gonna fucking explode. And so, like, after he activates it, they stay there for a couple of seconds, and then he walks away. And then as he walks away, you can still hear the beeping, and then finally, he stops. The countdown's to, like, 5 seconds. He clenches his fucking fist, and then boom. Boom. The silver robot is gone. That nigga dead, alright? That man blew up. He fucking blew up, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. It wasn't loud. It wasn't, well, I guess it kind of was, I guess it was spectacular, but, like, there was no, like, big fire, you know, there wasn't, like, big explosion, shit like that. It was just a simple poof. A simple poof. A silent poof. And my God, that was beautiful. That was amazing. Like, again, like, this isn't your, like, you know, what's it, Michael Cage. No, not Michael Cage. What's the guy, trying to think of the guy's name who likes explosions a lot. Michael Bay, there you go. This isn't your Michael Bay film. No, they did it right. They did it fucking right. And then afterwards he explodes, and then the music starts kind of like to ramp up a little bit. I think there's like a new song. That new song is so fucking good. Like, it's like this video literally tugs in your goddamn heart. Like, I can only imagine someone being a die-hard fan of Daft Punk and then having to listen to that video, like having to watch it and then listen to the music. I bet they're fucking balling. I bet after the 7 minutes they were fucking balling. They were like, I can't go with this anymore. This is fucking awful. But then, like, afterwards, the explosion happens. You know, the music you know, bumps up, and then you see the like a landscape shot, and then you see off the distance the golden robot starts to walk away in the distance, and man, it was fucking beautiful. You had the sunset. Like, what is up with the sunset scenes? They're always so fucking beautiful. Like, they're always so fucking memorable. Like the the binary sunset scene from, you know, Star Wars Episode 4, extremely iconic. And now you have this, and I was just like, you know what? Like, I just decided something in my existence. Right? Like, if I am going to die, I want, like, the last thing that I want to see before I die is a sunset like that. Like in a barren land, and the landscape's just basically fucking empty, and all you can see is the beautiful sun setting down for another night. And I think that would be beautiful, honestly. But my God, the fucking video was amazing. It was actually great. Like, I actually expected to, like, talk about, like, more news about Daft Punk and why they did it, but as I did some, like, you know, very narrow research, very, like, thin research, there was no explanation to it. I mean, they were talking about it, but they didn't really give an answer as to why they decided to break up. But it's true. It's not like publicity from what it seems. Like their agent or whatever, they went to other individuals and, you know, basically told them, yeah, Daft Punk is over. The collaboration is now over. Over 3 fucking decades. They were like, yeah, no more. It's time to end. My God, dude. My fucking God, dude. For those of you who are heartbroken, I can understand. I can sympathize with you. I apologize for that. I guarantee, like, that probably sucks ass. But, you know, it is what it is, unfortunately. Wow. Did you see the video, though? Did you see the video? What did you guys think about the video? Let me know in the comment section down below. Are you happy with this result? Are you devastated with this result? Let me know. But with all that being said, that's all I have to say. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button. If you want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification to be notified on the next video. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye for now.